Welcome back to Nighthawk Gaming. Today we're having another look at AFL 23. It continues to be patched out after a fairly lackluster launch window. The developers Big Ant Studio have continued to work on the game itself, adding patches and quality of life improvements, etc. What we will do, we'll jump into another online game. It was a little bit difficult to play the first game, it must be said, the first time we did play it, and that was primarily due to still some of the control of the players while you're playing it. And we did that a couple of weeks ago now. There's been another couple of patches coming out for it, so we'll see how we go, see if there's much of a crowd in there. So it looks like we've got into a game fairly quickly within about 20 or 30 seconds. We'll go with my team, the Cats. Start the game, see how we go. So as I was saying, some of the issues that arose originally in the first online game I played was just the way the characters pretty much manned up. So quite often what would end up happening is you'd be playing on defence or without the ball. The other online player would have the ball, and your players were running in almost opposite directions to where they were, and that was almost harking back to what it was like with the original release and some of the AI decisions. Now they have fixed up some of the player switching or player swapping options, so that makes it a little bit better, but it didn't really help the AI in the last online game I played. So let's have a look and see how we go with this one. So there we go. Good start to proceedings. Let's see how we go. Big Tommy Hawk. Bang. Great start. Again, down. So it was interesting the first time I played as well, because when you're playing just against the did he get it? No. Hit the post. So this is one of the things with the marking between again, that's the I should have kicked that one. The marking against the AI is pretty simple. You generally, more often than not, you can outmark your opponent there, but it just appears with oh, that's got to be holding the ball. What? Wow. So you tackle the player to the ground, you hold them to the ground, and then they just get up and walk away. So, wow. I guess that's just the part of it as well, some of the decisions. So again, some of the AI stuff that's just ludicrous. Some of the decision making. Well, again, I don't even know what that was. And again tackled, and again. And this is the thing with the way it's sort of set up, is you almost can't, there's sort of no reasoning behind who marks it. You can spoil it, but again, that's, and again, so he's just come from behind and grabbed that. That's mildly ridiculous. And it seems this is what I found in that first online game, is that your players, for some reason, seem to really to be a lot slower running over the ground than the opposition you're playing against, and I have no understanding why, because the reality is you're playing against, it's not like you're playing against AI that, you know, there's potential. I mean, that again, he's taken 3 or 4 steps, and he's well out in front, so it's not like, as I said, it's not like you're playing against an AI that is
looking to get it forward quickly. Generosity is a wonderful quality, but not on a football field.
You're not playing against an AI that, you know, it's tweaked wrongly, or that there needs to be some work done in that respect. That the reality is, it's you're playing against another human opponent online, and it just seems that they have far and away better attributes than what you do.
This is the litmus test for both sides.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. He might have thought about the corridor. Duncan.
And again, I don't know how I've outmarked in there, but I have. And
they could be in front in a minute. Hawkins wins the contest hands down.
Let's go.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
He's got one already. Will this be number 2? Rowan had his name written all over.
I've got marked in there, but I have. So, and more to the point, I don't know how Tom Hawkins doesn't kick at 50 metres, to be honest with you, but
to give them the lead.
Take what you can get. Take what you can get, but there's certainly still issues.
The Cats have responded to the challenge.
There is certainly still issues with it.
What can he manufacture? They've coughed it up. Laird, Keys running in support. They're a big chance here. Henry tries to spike it out of the danger zone. He's generally a good kick. Home. Goes long to half forward. Close. Was committed to the contest. He stopped in his tracks.
Wow, how did he not mark that? I do not know.
Are doing a lot right, and they've got great belief they can win this match. The longer they stay close, the more that belief will grow.
Duncan, he's wrapped up. Stanley in the right spot. Desperate defence. Close. He's off target.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
Back into play. Blitzers couldn't mark, so he brings it to ground. But that might attract a pack. Hinge, Berry can run and gun. Handballs it to nobody. Guthrie has it now on centre wing. Terrific tackle. Sets up a foot race. I don't think he meant to smother it.
You see the speed of...
He's everywhere at the moment. Fogarty is so strong one-on-one. Berry. That's a legal disposal, isn't it?
Tries to take him on and loses.
Miller leading from the front. Clever kick. Tui with a chance to relieve the pressure. And they're away. Duncan dishes it off. Useful hand pass. He's set upon. You can't question his commitment to no one in particular. Hinge, desperate to win it back. Closed him down. That's skillful. Rankin. Some people can't kick that far. They're in front, are they?
And again, you can see the speed that he's moving with that I just don't seem to have for some reason. But
Stewart goes towards half-back. Dangerfield has a vice-like grip. Searching kick. Murray read that one right off the
again, there's
boot.
no.
What's he got on offer? The coach will start pulling out hair in a
So
minute.
there's no rhyme or reason behind who's marking it and who's not.
Stanley. Looking for two in a row. Duda.
And how he's come across and marked that, I'll
Smith
never
has
know.
found some space at halfback. He's been busy so far. Rankin. That's an aggressive handball. Dawson
And again, see,
takes them on.
I've got control of that player. He's running away.
He's so good in close. Going at his first, and he's got it.
I feel better now they're in front and getting some reward.
So I mean, still, you're playing this. It's you take some of the ones you get. You just think, well, okay, that you get the luck of the draw, and then you just get stuff like that where your player literally is running away from.
Now it's someone else's problem. Stanley, Duncan.
He's running away
Big ball
from
to be won here.
the opposition.
But it's like the Rock of Gibraltar. That's almost worth a kick. McHenry. Can he hit a target? Quality delivery by foot. Got to go quickly. Time running out. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Stewart picks off the pass. Blitzers. The halftime siren sounds, and the players will retreat to the room.
So again,
Lots to
frustrating.
contemplate. What's happening down
Utterly
there, Gary?
frustrating.
Not a lot on the highlights reel so far.
So I think,
It's been
you know, from my point of view,
some
if
of
you're
the
playing
tackling
online, I
and
just don't
other
think that
defensive
there's
backs have been great to see. The defensive side of the game has come a long way, even in the past 10 years.
I'm not sure that there's really any reason to play online, and I think I'll just be going back to playing against the AI
The big men fly.
and seeing how you go with that, because
into the action again already.
I mean, you can see here, look at the speed. Now, in most games, you generally will have the.
That won't make the distance. Walker gets to the drop, and they'll get the goal in the end.
For a little breathing space.
As I was saying, generally the player that's got the ball is
He makes no mistake.
moves slower, and that's, you know, in fairness, because you can't have two players running at the same pace. You're never going to catch them. So
Really taking it to them today. Punch clear. Hinge fighting hard. He'll be sore in the morning. Rankin, he's run into trouble.
he's done it again. This is the second time that's happened.
Creative. Heads long towards goal. He's got the distance, but not the accuracy.
You tackle on the ground, your player gets up, and
Away he goes. Stewart goes towards half-back. Turnover. That could be a painful mistake.
Normally a reliable kick. Can he
Yeah,
make
you-
this one count?
Going for territory. DeConing may have just saved a goal. I've liked his game today. Duncan working hard and presenting well. He just keeps racking up disposals. Outbodies his opponent and took a ripper. Long ball into the middle. That's risky. Dangerfield.
so I'm not quite sure how I'm outmarking him
Just
here, and
waiting
then
for the right moment to press go. Cameron. Looking to peg one back. Stengel goes without it. Butts is calm in a crisis. The Crows under great pressure. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Rankin lays it off.
again.
Fogarty got the handball away. Laird. They're playing with purpose and poise. Attracted
So
a
that's
crowd.
on the ball. He's going to get up again and do it again.
That could be a goal.
Oh,
saving
thank you.
tackle.
Took too long there and cops up. It could have been a shot on goal.
Not good off the boot. Close.
But he was, for all intents and purposes, he was getting up again to
Kicks
do
to
that
space.
same thing again.
They've put themselves under pressure. That was almost handed to him. Gives it everything. That's a strong mark.
This is what he gets paid to do. Kick these goals.
Bangs it through.
Detective mark and goal, exactly what the doctor wanted.
One kick game again. Important clearance here. Berry in the middle. Rankin. He's under close attention. The defenders will be nervous, and that's a letdown. Good handball. It's a high kick, a real rainmaker. Fogarty.
And again, look, he's sitting there trying
It's
to.
so important to be efficient in front of goal, especially when it's tight on the scoreboard.
So I can't control that play there. You can see that with the blue, I can't move him out of where he is.
He hasn't kicked it very well. Walker takes the mark and can extend the margin. He's got it.
He hasn't had a big impact, but he's still found a way to kick a couple.
Literally, I mean, what are you supposed to do there? Your player's just literally just standing there, and he runs through him. Runs through him, just clips through him.
It's no place for the faint-hearted. Miller up. Hinge. Goes at goal, but I think that's going the wrong side of a stick.
And that, I don't know whether it's a dodge or a shrug or whatever it is, a push off the tackle. If you get that, it's almost to the point where you can't actually tackle someone.
Looking to get it forward quickly. Duday. Tony Modra would have been proud of that. By hand. Sloppy disposal and a turnover.
Ugh.
Stanley almost threw it out. How will the umpire see this?
And again, it's 3 times in a row.
Fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal.
Danger averted, frantic defence. He's been pinged for a deliberate rush behind, and the fans are furious.
He hasn't struck that well at all.
A few heads will start to drop soon if they can't turn the tide. They're right on the edge.
This is...
The Crows having a good patch.
Wow.
The two big men do battle. This is a hotly contested footy. Farms it out. Three-quarter time and still anyone's game. Time for the coaches to see if they can will their charges over the line. What's happening down there, Gary?
I don't know what to say. This is borderline idiotic.
Certainly a viable tactic to slow
Borderline
the game down
idiotic.
and look to possess the footy at certain points in a match. But I'm not generally a believer that your mindset should change based on the time remaining in the match. I reckon keep doing that.
Oh, we finally managed to stick a tackle.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary.
He had prior opportunity.
Smith takes an
And
excellent grab.
marked again.
You can see their confidence growing. Turned over on centre wing. Ignoring the corridor for now. Smith wins it back. Great mark.
And again.
Up and under. It's amounted to nothing. Misses the target and it's out of play.
Lots to analyse, Gary. What stands out?
The Crows have made some mistakes, but they haven't been deterred. They just keep creating opportunities.
Stanley, Dangerfield. Bad error there. Guthrie saw that coming. Home on centre wing. Hughes knew where the help was. They've worked it well, met solidly. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Stanley showing his skills. Hinge. Was he taken high?
Run down. Great chase.
Takes it out wide. Heads towards the half-forward flank. Close. That one was always his. They desperately need this. Rowan will save his teammates' blushes.
Bread and butter, you'd think.
Leans back and drills it.
Crucial to get the first of the turn.
Again, I couldn't sit here and tell you how I've outmarked him then. I could not tell you how I have outmarked him. That is...
Great footy, but they're hanging in there.
It's a lottery.
Laird. Crunching tackle. Hinge. Kicks inside the forward 50.
And again.
Is the man on the spot and is marked. Into the pocket he goes. Stewart. He's besieged. Rochelle made the footy his. Manages to step past. Kicks around the body. He might have hooked this too far. He has.
The Cats are still in it, but a goal there could have just about sealed the deal. It's been called deliberate. He can argue his case, but there is absolutely no point.
Stewart got in the way. Laird putting his body on the line. Here comes the banana. He's missed.
A goal there would have almost shut the gate.
Tui goes towards half-back. Keys!
And
In a
again,
friendly fire. Duncan gives the handball away. Guthrie wins a hard ball. Knew the tackle was coming. Dangerfield gathers it cleanly on the wing. They're moving the footy quickly. Cameron had his name written all over it.
His goal was so far, but
so
this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
from what I've seen, he's not going to make the distance, which I find utterly bizarre.
He'll back himself here. What can he do? He can kick an amazing goal.
They've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
The Cats will not lie down. Stanley wins it out of the centre. Laird has brought his own ball. Hinge. That's a dreadful hand pass, truth told. He's suddenly a popular man. Blasts away. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Bledsoe's was afforded latitude. The Cats finishing strongly. Rowan, they've worked it well.
Well, I wouldn't put this past him. I've seen him do it before.
Goes Goldwood, and he's off target.
You can't blame him.
Where was the wind on that? Should have pushed it through.
Deliberate. A few people letting the umpire know what they think of that. This to keep them alive and set up a grandstand finish.
Oh, we got 30 seconds left. Come on.
It's not an easy kick, but I tell you what, he's made it look easy.
Oh, I've literally got to get it out the middle and score.
The Cats are back in business. Big clearance to win here. Dangerfield. Dangerfield. Feeling the heat. Solid tackle. Just shoveled it out. Keys. Ever reliable. Thought his way through it. The kick was misdirected. Just has to hit a target. Needed to be clean and wasn't. The Crows have won it back. Cameron. That's come off the side of the boot.
Completely miscued that.
Well, it was a chance, and that's the end of it. And the game crashed. There you go. Well, if that isn't the perfect way to end it. Well, what can I say? You can see some of the stuff there. Clearly, if you watch the second half of that, the whoever I was playing against was just trying to make it a contest. Can I sit here and recommend the game after, what are we, almost 2 months this has been out? The online plays, it's unplayable, it's frustrating, it's annoying, and there's just, you talk about things like the marking and stuff, it's just at random, and I think that just says the state of the game, that as we get to it, it crashes, and that was one of the things that they told us that they were working on. It's still in an unplayable state, even at this stage with the work that they put in. I commend them for the work that they put in, but the reality is it's still in a terrible state, and I can't recommend it, and that's sort of where I'll sit with it. So that'll be it for this video on Nighthawk Gaming. Thanks for watching. If you've liked what you've seen, like and subscribe, and drop a comment down the bottom as to what your thoughts are on the game. But for now, that'll do us, and thanks for watching.